What is going on? Welcome back to the YouTube. In today's video, I'm going to take you through a full day of eating and show you everything that I am eating as a pro natural bodybuilder on a bulk in the off season. Macros, calories, how I prep my meals, that kind of thing, with a view to put on as much muscle as possible. So with that being said, step to box soft, let's head inside. Let's get underway with meal number one. Alright, we're in for pre-workout meal time, also the first meal of the day. So starting off the day with a training session, so hence we have our pre-workout meal. What do we have? We've got 150 grams of raw weight chicken, 100 grams of raw weight rice. All that is in terms of macros, it's 80 carb, 40 protein, trace fats there. So, you know, pretty light in terms of calories, about just over 500 calories. It's light on the stomach, it digests easily. That's all I am needing. I'm plenty fueled at the minute, so having a nice little, it's not a snack or anything, but it's just a nice light meal to get me kick-started and ready to go train. I'm gonna nail this. I'm gonna do a few bits of client work, and then I'm gonna have a shower. The one thing I wanna know, if you were to wake up early, let's say now, so it's about 6 a.m, and you're then gonna go train, would you shower beforehand? Comment down below, would you shower beforehand? I'm of the opinion that you would shower, just because you feel fresher, you're heading out to the gym to feel fresh. Yes, I know you're about to go get sweaty and then you're going to shower when you get home. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Is it just me? Comment down below, would you shower in that situation? You know, let's chat down. Alrighty, we are in the gym, we're training legs. We're off to a good start. Anyway, we're on to the leg extension. Got intra workout here, so again, full day of eating, hence calories in intra workout. So what do we have here? We've got 25 carb from highly branded cyclic dextrin. We've got EAAs, we've got electrolytes, we've got our creatine. So perfect mix of intra workout to keep us sustained throughout the workout. Obviously carbohydrates and a bit of protein from the EAAs as well. So a bit of a nice little spike of MPS at the same time. But anyway, big advocate for intra workout carbs, even during prep. You know, all through prep, I would keep the carbohydrates in intra workout. Like never dropped. I don't think I dropped below about 20 grams of carbs intra workout. At the minute, I'm only up to 25, but you know, I have in the off season previously gone all the way up to 50. But anyway, that's my intro. Let's crack on with the sesh. All right, is that camera going to stay there? Anyway, stormer of a leg session, and it's all done by 9:15 in the morning, just the way that we like it. It's nice, fresh. Winter? Are we winter yet? We're not winter yet. Cold morning. Anyway, excellent leg session, as I alluded to. Obviously this is a full day of eating video, so I'm not going to touch on it too much, but obviously started off with the lateral raise, toe press, calf press on the, I'm really liking sort of the horizontal, or something where my legs or knees are not flexed, legs are straight, but then equally there's not something on my shoulders like a standing calf raise. Then the adductor with a stack plus 21.25 on the stack, and then the leg extension, just trying to get as short as possible on that one, staying nice and locked in. Not far from the stack, to be honest, not that I'm concerned, or not that I'm chasing the stack. And then the seated ham curl, actually the stack plus 32.5, which felt mega. Onto the banded hip press, so it's the second rotation doing bands on the hip press. I think I got 7 reps, went for the 8, couldn't quite lock it out with 4 plates. I actually moved the seat a little bit forward, 2 notches forward compared to last week to try and get a little bit more range, which probably meant it got... I knew that was going to happen, the camera was going to fall. But anyway, as I said on the hip press, a rep down on last week, but adjusted the notch level, and then did a back off with 3.25 plates for 12. Then the hack squat, 4.5 plates for 7, no pauses. So I've been running that for the last 2 weeks, just as a bit of change up as opposed to the pauses. Then 6 bickies for 11 on the glute drive, hip thrust, whatever you want to call it. I'm almost puffed just talking about my session, and we're heating up and we're steaming up a little bit and fogging up in the car. So with that being said, it's time to get home and eat our post-workout meal. Post-workout time, we've showered, feeling a bit fresh, post-legs, cream of rice time. Now, a lot of you ask, how do you make your cream of rice? And it baffles me that people can't make the cream of rice anymore, or just in general. So, Adonis cream of rice, I'm doing the coconut vanilla flavor. As you can see, I've got 150 grams of raw weight cream of rice, mix up with water, and I've got a bowl that I just mix it up to about sort of 3/4 full. It's probably 3 to 4, maybe 5 times that of water. Put in the microwave, stir it with a fork for about 2 to 3 minutes. Stir it, maybe then another 30, 45 seconds, stir it and repeat that process a couple of times. And then let it sit. And I like to have my cream of rice cold, hence why I made it this morning. Now having it post-workout. Then I got 150 mango on top with my salt and then a whey paste, chocolate fudge in the raw one. In terms of sludge, how do you make it? I've got 60 grams of whey and about 40 mils of water, maybe 45, 50. If you're doing an isolate, probably a little bit less than 1-to-1 ratio. If you're doing a blend, it's probably more like a 1-to-1, but mix it up. See if you need more water, add more water, but you can never take water away. So just make that clear that you obviously can't add or take away water once you've already added it if it's already too runny. But anyway, I'm gonna chow down. We've got friends for post-workout. In order to elaborate on why we have this as a post-workout, something that is easily digestible in terms of carbohydrates, a good protein source. I find that cream of rice digests super well, and some fruit as well because it's delicious. And this bowl here is quite, I say small, but small in nature. So it's not hard to consume. I don't need to chew it, like it's not like I'm eating a steak or anything like that. So in terms of calories in this meal, about 840 calories, about 140 carbohydrates, 60 protein and negligible fat. So really good spread of macronutrients. But with that being said, Finley is 6 weeks as of yesterday. He's a bit grumpy.
Doesn't know what he wants.
Does he want his post-workout meal yet or not?
Yeah. Might be time for meal number 7. So hi.
He's on the game train too.
What's this? You're looking the wrong way. What's this? Who's that? Can you see yourself?
I don't think he knows who he's.
Not quite.
I don't think he knows himself yet in the mirror.
Not quite.
Not quite. Anyway, I'm sure he'll eat soon and he'll have his post-workout feed. So it's reached that time in the afternoon. An afternoon or midday, should I say, energy drink. This is the Aldi knockoff of what I think is an Aldi knockoff of a White Monster. Flying Power energy drink, white. Let's give you a live taste test. It's been in the freezer so you can see. I don't know if you can see. A little bit of condensation, so it's nice and cold. So, live taste test. So I haven't had one before. Let's give this a whirl. Tell you what, it tastes awfully similar to a White Monster. Maybe not quite as sweet, and a little bit, it's got a weird aftertaste, maybe a little bit more carbonated, So Flying Power energy drink white. I rate it. Pros, it's $2, and cons is probably a little bit carbonated for my liking, but I mean, I'd have one again. Got a little change up from the Ghost or Monsters, that kind of thing. Don't mind it. Nice little Sunday afternoon treat. Before I put this down, health star rating 3.5 out of 5. Should be a 5 out of 5, shouldn't it? We've been walking for 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Not straight out.
Hasn't slept a peep. But not that he's bothered.
Oh no, it's chilling. Say hi. Sing happily.
Not bothered, he's just been playing around. Loving it. Sunday fun day.
Yeah.
Livy on the mum walks. Hot mum walks.
Hot mum walk.
Sunday fun day things.
Yeah. What are you talking about? You tell the people. Yeah? Hi. You do smiles? No.
No, he's just focused on the
What
light.
are you looking at? Hi. No? Okay. I think we should go to sleep.
Put the covers down. Dummy in. Sleep time. Alrighty, meal number 3 going down just after 2 in the PM. So what do we have? It's a good question. Thanks for asking. We've got 200 grams of kangaroo, cooked absolutely prime, or medium rare. Prime, I don't know why I said prime. Cooked to perfection.
I was about to say, you were trying to say perfection and the P was in your head.
I was trying to, yeah. Anyway, 100 grams of rice. We've got some zucchini underneath there, which you probably can't see, but there is absolutely some zucchini down there. We've got 20 grams of hot honey on top, and a kiwi. Delicious on the side. Bit of micronutrients. So calories, about 676 to be precise, thereabouts. Just over 50 protein, just under 110 carb, and a couple fat from the kangaroo. It's gonna go down an absolute treat. Obviously getting some carbohydrates in, good quality protein source. That's the idea. Trying to get, on the weekends where I can cook a nice steak like this. Olivia's got her steak as well. And yeah, get a nice bit of red meat into the system for the micronutrients.
Bit iron?
Iron. But anyway, we need to watch the NSP's recap of the New York Pro. Nick Walker's just taken his third in a row. Third in a row? Not third in a row. Third New York Pro. He won this year, he won last year, and he won in 2021. Anyway, catch you for the next meal. I'm sorry, but I had to share this. I'm cutting my sourdough for my poached eggs. And I was like, I need 150 grams of sourdough. Shut the front door. Look at this. Can you see that? 150. Literally just cut it from the loaf. I was just like, I need 150. 150. I've been doing this too long. It's like I'm having breakfast for afternoon tea. We've got 4 poachies, 4 on sourdough, 150 grams of sourdough, and as you saw before, nailed it. 1 slice, nailed it. But anyway, in terms of calories and macronutrients, this is 626 calories, about 68 carbs, 22 fat, 36 protein. So well-rounded meal. And you've probably noticed that my fat intake so far throughout the day hasn't been overly high, and that's generally how I go about things in terms of fats. I don't like spreading them out evenly throughout the day. Typically, I like to have them either first thing in the morning or last at night, not generally as often throughout the day. I will have them in the morning if I'm not training in the morning, because I train in the morning, I didn't have any. But anyway, I just find from an appetite perspective, particularly when food is quite high, I like to have my fats back-ended throughout the day. But anyway, I'm gonna nail this, but before we do you need to see a little yolk porn?
That's exactly what it's got.
Here we go. Olivia was even commenting, oh yeah. I want to turn up too much, but Olivia was even commenting how good these poachies were looking, so I think she's a bit jealous. She might have to be a bit nice, and then she might get herself some poachies this afternoon as well. What do you reckon, poachies for the afternoon, do you?
Yeah. Maybe dinner.
Poachies for dinner, that is radical. Alrighty, it has reached that point in the day. We're up to the final meal of the day. So what do we have? We've got oats. Now, a lot of people ask me, how do you cook your oats? So hopefully by the time this video is out, there's an Instagram reel that shows you how to make your thick, nice, yummy oats. Never get sick of them. I know I'm probably at the cap in terms of the quantity of my oats. I'm at 150 grams. But how do I cook them? So let's just put the 150 grams in, fill up the bowl with boiling water from the kettle, then let it settle, soak in, and then about maybe an hour later, I'll mix in my whey, mix it through, mix it, make sure you whisk it with a fork and mix it nicely. Pop it in the microwave for a couple minutes, then stir again, then another maybe a minute or so, then stir it again, and then pop your dark chocolate, nut butters, that kind of thing, berries, salt, condiments on top, and it's perfect. Let it cool a little bit, the dark chocolate melts inside, and you make a little well, goes down. So anyway, what does this meal consist of? 150 oats, got about 70 grams of whey, 30 grams of 90% dark chocolate, 20 grams of almond butter. I've got 100 grams of raspberries on top, and then I got a side of about 290 grams of frozen mango. So the reason this meal is a little bit whack in terms of the quantities is because that's often what I do. You know, I quote unquote macro track, but then that final meal is just, you know, if I need to have 71 grams of whey or 72 to hit my goals for the day. And on that, my macros for today, 275 protein, 550 carb, 70 fat. So that's my training day calorie intake. Whew, it's gonna be a good meal. Rest day oats, but on a training day. Who remembers that? I used to do that on, was it on prep vlogs where it was just rest day oats? But anyway, it's oats. It's the final meal of the day, and I don't get sick of this meal. This is delicious. So with that being said, Finley's having his dinner. I've got poached eggs coming for Olivia now. If you like the video, please comment what else you would like to see in future videos, and also subscribe. Hoping to hit 1,000 subscribers. Maybe I'll have 1,000 by the time this comes out. Who knows? But anyway, we'll catch you in the next one.